me and Wiz, right when we kind of were like getting our feet wet in the game, we were at the MGM. No, we're at the Palms. Wiz had already had an idea that wherever I was at, weed was legal. He was like, bruh, I don't know, though. I was like, well, if you show up, the weed is legal. So I was like, all right, dog. And we lit that motherfucker in the casino and went through that shit. And people was looking, and the security, like, their neck was broke, but dude didn't grab his walkie-talkie, and then he just was like, motherfucker, but...
Scene 2, take 1, Colin Marker.
Rain on the fan, the windshield, tears when the friends kill, how that shit feel. What up, this currency? Some of y'all call me Spitta, this monogram, high tech. How'd you get here? Shit like a shitty record deal. Pulled up on factory wheels with the racing gear. I could make $1 million appear. No back and forth with a boss who could have you brought up in the trunk of a car. At that point, it's past talk. So honestly, bro, at this point, everything I pretty much done since I've been successful or even like getting some notoriety in music, I was probably stoned the whole time. So as soon as I get up, after I brush my teeth, that's it. And then I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna smoke a joint because I ate, and then I'm gonna smoke a joint to pick out an outfit. Then I'll smoke a joint because I put it on. Everybody's got weed these days because it's so popularized. Some people don't even know why they're smoking it. But if you can smell something cutting through the room, you know that that person is of a certain cloth and did whatever they had to do to acquire that bag. You know what I'm saying? So you know who you're dealing with. Like I know that's how I met Puff Daddy. I met Diddy like that at fucking South by Southwest because of the joint that I lit up. You know what I'm saying? Like on my way to perform, I just like, as I was walking through, and I'm sure was going to do something else at Fader Fort or something, like to do some real Diddy shit, but was like, nah, where's that train going? And then went to the side stage, watched the whole set, and then we got off. He was like, you got more of that shit? I was like, yeah. Then he was like, but you gotta check this out. We actually I was gonna drop a tape with Chuck English from the Cool Kids, and it was gonna be named Puff Daddy. Like right off that conversation, and we got the okay to do that shit and all that, but I never got around to it. This reminds me that I need to knock that out, so yeah, I'll probably go to the studio when we leave here. What I remember for sure one time is being high in Hawaii in a gift shop with McLean, and this is before we kind of carved out our own niches, but we were with Young Money, you know what I'm saying? We were around, and the lady, she was on the phone, I guess, with her kids, so she's like, I don't know, like, I think this is them, you know? So she don't really know. Her kids just know, like, I don't know if they knew Wayne had a show out there, what we was out there for, whatever, so she's like, I don't want to bother y'all, but can I get an autograph before y'all leave? And just take whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? So at that point, it was like, fuck, we can't let her down. She's gonna give us the shit. And we knew we couldn't say it like we was fucking Lil Wayne, so we signed as the Birdman and Manny Fresh. I definitely wrote like #1 Stunner, like $1 Million Dreams, like a whole bunch of shit that I hear Stunner just throwing around, like all his little slogans. I just wrote all that shit on a piece of paper, and we rolled out with hella Oreos and Pringles and shit back to our room. Oh, what shit me like this?
No, you can let it on.
Alright, motherfucker, is it good or can I? This packaging hard though, bro. Whose lighter is that? Cause I kinda wanna hold it down for a minute. Thank you, boss.
You got munchies, do your favorite food, past that.
Grilled cheese. I like grilled cheese because you could make it on many different levels. You take the sandwich, take both slices of the bread, you want like 3 to 4 slices of cheese. Mild cheddar, put it together, put it on the plate, put it in the microwave first. I know what I said. So much butter. You know how when you get kinged in checkers and you're like that big, that much butter. Pap in the skillet. Let it slide around the motherfucker, coat the pan up right, throw the bread on. You wanna let that shit fry on one side, flip it over on the other side. Should look like a pancake. Your bread gonna look like a pancake. Mash it down on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Flip it back over again, mash it down. You're gonna let it get black. Not super black, we call it burnt. You're just gonna let it get a little burnt. Flip it on the side, let it get a little burnt the other side. Take it out, slice it in a triangle, there you go. If you're on the first date with her, she gonna wanna marry you.